We're live.
Live. Oh, I wasn't ready.
Monday. There's September 29th. This is September 29th edition of OUYA Dev Support Office Hours. It's September 29th. My name is Bob.
I'm Alex.
I'm Alex, and over here, pantomiming something
To turn the screen out
is
the
an urban
The other
Matt
way.
Bishop.
The other way.
farther.
Oh, is your screen
Yeah,
sensitive?
there we go.
Apparently there's something on Matt's screen the world is not yet ready for. Joining us live from somewhere in the Culver City area in a bunker deep, deep, deep below the crust of the earth.
That bunker that you tried to expose by having people go to Jared's house.
I didn't. When did I say to go to Jared's house?
Last week.
That was your idea, Mr. Jared
It's a
Yeager.
You have a nice yard. Hey, everybody, how you doing?
Jared, those are some nice headphones you got there.
You mean the standard phones that come with an iPhone?
Yeah, they're nice. I like them.
Thank you.
Somewhere in the Seattle region, not Seattle proper, but Seattle area. Bellevue?
Seattle improper.
Let's not make it specific. Mr. Tim Grauman.
Hey, north above you.
Say hello
September the
to
29th? Can't believe it.
September the 29th is the 29th of September.
It's crazy.
And this is the
How does that
29th
happen?
of the September edition of OUYA Dev Support Office Hours. Behind me, that's Alex.
I already said hello earlier.
Did you?
No.
We're here.
Yes, we are.
We're full of cheer. Get you.
Yeah.
Deal with it.
So there's a bunch of people outside of our office right now eating meat.
Yeah.
Um,
It's a veritable pile.
is it a huge
Of
pile
meat.
of meat?
6 pounds worth.
6 pounds.
Yeah.
How much can just one man eat?
How much meat?
I mean, you get half-pound hamburgers every once in a while. That's a lot of meat. A half a pound of a hamburger.
I bet Sean can eat it all. So we start off this show. You didn't disagree,
I'm not. Who am I to say who can eat what?
right?
I was just thinking of comments that you were making before this thing went live
Ooh.
that I'm not going to repeat on
Oh,
here.
okay.
Oh goodness.
Oh. In a segment that we like to call Derp Authority.
Yeah.
Derp.
I didn't even think of one today.
Where Alex shares a tip from the
Tri-tip.
OUYA game submission front lines.
Yes.
Jared.
And he's not sharing his tri-tip. You don't have anything.
No.
Don't do curls in the squat rack.
Yeah.
Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip leg day.
Don't skip breakfast.
Because you end up with SpongeBob legs,
No.
like Matt.
Here, do
Want me to intro
tips
you?
with Jared,
Okay.
and then I'll
Let's
come
go
back
to-
to me. Let me look up a derp. I've got some in my email.
Just some tips
My email is full of
Just some tri-tip.
with Jared Yeager.
Hey,
Jared,
everybody.
what's going on in the world of OUYA today?
We got plenty of things going on in the world of OUYA. IndieCade is coming up with 6 OUYA games being selected at the event, so come join us next week in Culver City, not in my bunker, but nearby. So we'll have plenty of games going on in our booth beyond the ones that were selected or nominated, including Duck Game and others. We may even have a surprise appearance from a super secret game in the works at the event. We'll keep you posted on that, although then it will no longer be a secret. And we have a few more Free the Games fun games that are still in the running for funding.
What's the
So
secret game?
check those out at freethegamesfund.com. We raised over $800,000 for games so far. Speaking of which, Never Ending Nightmares just came out this past weekend. The second highest grossing Kickstarter for Free the Games Fund. And it's got a 10% discount until this upcoming Friday. So check that out. It has already flown up to the top of the O rank.
Jared, can you hear us?
Yes, I can now.
It's a secret.
What's the secret game?
I'm not going to tell you. It's
Yeah.
Not.
We've been asking.
We work here. We should know.
Yeah.
no. I'm not going to tell you. It's secret. It's secret. Bob knows what it is, actually. That's what's going to blow your mind.
It's going to blow Bob's mind because he didn't know that he knew it.
Oh, I think I know what it is.
What is it?
Yeah.
Playing
Pointing
right
up. See?
Right now.
So, yeah, we got IndieCade coming up. I also want to congratulate Night Damsel and Toe Temple for Gamer Camp. They will be there a couple weeks after IndieCade. But yeah, we will have Bob and Matt's going to be down for IndieCade. Tim, are you going to make it down for IndieCade?
We'll see. I don't know.
Only if you get those cheap Disneyland tickets. And then Alex will be
Yeah.
we'll be traveling around Europe, just just rocking it.
Yeah.
And a couple of things I want to keep developers and gamers aware of for this week. So Pure Solar is going to be coming out tomorrow. That's highly anticipated RPG, so it's going to be good times. We have a new game announcement going out tomorrow, which will be launching on the 7th. The new Dub Wars will be coming out soon, so a new version of the beta coming at you very soon. Slightly Magic will be coming out this week. We're going to have a sale for Photonica for 50% off and a sale for Goblin Quest Escape for 60% off. But a little bit more on the user creator side. I wanted to give you a little bit of insight on a few things that we have been working on. I know this has been requested by some of you, at least we've heard vocally in Q&A last week or the week before, and want to let you know that bundles are indeed coming to the platform. So soon developers will be able to bundle games together, not just sales. So that will be something that will be possible in the near future. We are everyone up in San Mateo is working on that quite closely, and we'll be sharing more details about how that's all going to work soon. Another piece that the team is working on that you may have heard before, but just wanted to give an update, that the team is creating an API that will allow developers to easily upload user-created content from their games to our servers. Then they can request the content, and we can feature it, discover, and elsewhere on OUYA. So, for example, users can make a level in Duck Game Level Editor and then upload it for others to download and try. It's just really another part of us wanting to bring gamers and developers closer together, and we hope lots of gamers will take advantage of it. Again, more details of that as that comes together, and the engineering team is also working on plenty of new features to be sharing with everyone soon. So, yeah, James will be given the good word when that is ready to share. But yeah, that's pretty much all the facts I'll be sharing at the moment, unless I think of anything else later in the show.
Cool, man.
And Kelly's here. Huzzah!
Hello.
Hey,
Hello.
we had a question.
We did.
What's the secret game again, Jared?
It's secret.
Do we have a hint? No.
You know what it is, Bob. You can talk about it if you
I
want.
know what it is.
Well,
I'm just fighting for the users, man.
I've got a good hint. It uses a controller.
Mm-hmm.
Can you at least tell me like what platform it's on?
OUYA!
I can't tell if Tim's joking. Hi, Kelly.
Hey, everybody.
You just missed just the facts with Jared.
I got the sense of it.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I got one. It's not really a derp.
Let me transition you.
Mhm.
Okay, so now it's time for a segment that we like to call Derp with Doherty.
Yes. We actually haven't had too many full-on derps in the last week since the last time we derped. But one cool resource we have on the website on devs.ouya.tv under the docs section is a area called Standout on OUYA. And it has a lot of good advice on writing a good description for your game. So when people read it, they get an instant concept of what you're going for, and they can just figure out what they're going to get themselves into. It's also got tips on making your screenshots look really nice and be informative at the same time, and things of that nature. So worth looking through that section of the website.
Yeah. Cool. And now it's time for a special guest segment with Matt Bishop, where he tells us some stuff.
Along what line?
I don't know. I thought we talked about
We
this.
need criteria for this stuff.
We totally didn't. It was apparently one of the secrets that I was not aware of
Okay.
at the time.
You practice for next week. We'll figure it out. Well, I was just trying to improv something brilliant. We'll think about it. That's us
Can we not do Monday improv?
throwing it around. Okay, maybe we won't.
We were on point last Thursday and Friday, dude.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Well, gosh, guys, you know what that means, and gals, and everybody.
I've got you now. No.
It's time. It's time for us to really get what's going on.
It's what's getting.
It's time for us to get what's getting
While the getting's good.
while the getting is good. It's time for us to grok
Oh yeah, right.
with Groutman.
Wow, that was a big lead up.
Yeah.
All right. I was playing around with Scratch with my kids, and so now I know how to do Scratch, and then I deployed the project to the OUYA. So maybe I'll show you Scratch for a little bit, about the important key things anyways. So Scratch is like a free game engine from MIT, and you can just make stuff and share it, and I'll show you a little bit about it. See you later. Okay.
You got a hearty chortle out of me, but I was muted.
Okay, so I'll post a link to this in the show notes, but Scratch from MIT. It's like a share site almost, where you can make little game projects and share them. And the first thing you do is you go to this create section. And your basic project starts with a cat. And out of all the engines you can do, you know, some have scripting. And this is a visual scripting engine where you've got kind of a stage over here for putting your code, and all your code is drag and droppable. So you can just take a block, drop it over here, and it's like a Lego, and you can snap other Legos to it and build a game with a bunch of Lego blocks. And then when you want to execute those, you just click on the segment, and your cat will execute those steps. And you can delete certain things. Delete. So every time I click on this, it'll make my little cat move around and that kind of thing. And you can build a nice little game out of blocks. Okay, so there's these different tabs. Obviously, this default one is the scripts, where you've got a bunch of different categories of all the things you can interact with in your game. And then you've got this thing called costumes, and basically this cat is a costume. So we can create our own costume, and I'll show you that in a minute. And then you have sounds, where you can hook sounds up to your game. You can upload sounds from your computer, or pick from a library of sounds, or use your microphone and record your own sounds. So you hit the little mic button, and it creates these sound container thing. And then I need to turn on microphone, and it's going to say, hey, do you want to allow your microphone? You have to hit allow here. And I'm in Firefox, and there's one other one. Let's see. It worked. All right, cool. So you can click the little X and make new sounds. So make a new sound, then I can record and say, hey, Bob. And then it shows you the waveform. Hey, Bob. There we go. And now I can go back to the scripts tab, and I can use that sound. So now if we want to do sound things, I'll delete what's here. And there's the sound tab. And I like to use the one that says play sound until done. And then you can pick between your available sounds or record a new sound. And when it hits this block, it'll play the sound. So now that I've got a sound, then it's time for a new costume. So I'll just go and make this little paintbrush, makes a new costume, get rid of the cat, and now I can draw a costume. Here we go.
This is much faster than making a sock.
Yes. There we go. And now I've got a costume. I could do a couple more just so that you can see. So any ideas? Let's see. So Bob's standing there.
Roy,
what happens to Bob next?
Roy says the cat must spin in 3D.
Okay. How about Bob puts on a hat?
Put on a hat.
Josh was asking, is Scratch similar to Java-based Alice?
Yeah, it's that kind of thing. Like
What
Alice.
does that mean?
It's a visual. It's easy to pick up, make things really quick, and it's a visual scripting engine, and it's great for beginners. Okay, so now that we have a couple different costumes, now we can go back to the scripts tab, and under looks, there's this thing where you can switch costumes. So when the game starts, you can say, hey, start with my first costume, then play a sound, and then after that's done playing, we can switch our second costume.
Meow.
And say costume 2, and then I can have him say something. Let's see, make a new sound. Check out my new hat. All right, now we go back to scripts, and I can say, okay, back in sounds, play a new sound until you're done. Recording 2, and now it'll, over here on the stage. Check out my new hat. There we go. And motion, let's turn him around all the way.
So, is this strictly 2D stuff?
Yeah, it's all 2D.
That's what Roy is asking.
As far as I can tell.
Okay.
Hey Bob, check out my new hat. Okay, and actually the first one is actually. Hey Bob, check out my new hat. Hey Bob, check out my new hat. Costume 2. Hey Bob. Hey Bob, check out my new hat. There we go. All right. Hey Bob, check out my new hat. There we go. So it's a visual scripting engine, and then once you're done making your game, I might add one more thing, like go to mouse pointer. There we go. And when it fires this event, it'll go to wherever my mouse is. And they have more event type things, so you can just say I want an event that's like all the time. I mean, I could do when the space bar is pressed, it'll go where the mouse pointer is. And then if I go over here, like everywhere I push the space bar, the avatar. But that'll be, I want to hook it to a OUYA controller button later. Anyways, okay, so once you've got your thing, let's get this button up here too, where you can see your thing full screen. And it will play through. Before I do that though, I want to save it so I don't lose it. So this will be, hey Bob. And then I can do file, and we can save it. You can also save a copy. Okay, I see. So you can back up your projects to your folder, and it'll download a file of the Scratch project, or you can upload from your computer so you have a backup. And there was a thing. See project page. Okay. So here we go. So now we've got our project, and then we can share it. So when you hit the shared button, then your project is shared, and then anybody with a URL can hit your project. And your next step is actually this embed thing. So it will embed a HTML snippet that you can put on a website and share your game. And I was using this embed tag and just browsing to it. There we go. So now we have a page we can hit where we browse our Scratch project. And then I was just putting this into the OUYA browser so I could see it on the OUYA. So I'll show you that. Got to turn on my capture device here. Takes a minute to come up. Okay, almost there. Almost there. Okay. No, signal. Ah, alright. Well, I'll show you.
Womp womp.
I have to basically reboot if I want it to.
Oh no.
Anyways, okay, so then I took this URL and I can go right into the OUYA browser. So you go to like make software, and then there's the OUYA browser there, and I type in this URL, and then I can pull up
So,
this page.
Tim, is this your version of running on OUYA? Is it you can look at it in the OUYA browser?
Yep.
I told you.
but I mean, okay, so there's the
Tim.
way this works is this inside thing is a little Swift, and then there's a way to embed this the same way I do with the media apps and stuff.
You do like Adobe.
Embed this page. Yeah, you embed it inside of Chromium or a web view, and then you can build an app that references this page. And then as far as the Swift playing, there's a lot of open source projects that can play Swifts, and so you'd build that into the Chromium app. And of course, all this stuff is like super advanced or whatever, but eventually I'll have like a project you just snap it in, and you could drop in your project, and then it would already be set up for you, and I'll have an easy step-by-step guide.
So it's super easy to use and then super complicated to integrate.
Well, publishing is a little tricky, but it's super easy to build a game because you've got the nice visual-based scripting.
Have you looked at Alice at all? I think it was Josh that asked about Alice. I never heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard about it a few times. I haven't actually played with Alice yet.
I thought Alice is more self-contained. Like it's a game in which you learn how to make games. I've never heard of someone publishing on Alice, but maybe that's just my own limitation.
Listen to Josh. Darth Vader fan 92 asked, "Will you guys ever do a starter video for new developers?"
Weird.
What?
What do you say to that, Alex?
I would say yes.
Go to turn on your OUYA.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fire that bad boy up,
Yeah.
because guess what?
There's a starter video for new developers there.
Yay!
There's also
More
incoming
to
starter
come.
videos.
Yeah, more to come in a series that we like to call Developing Developers. Right, Matt?
Yes, that is right. You like to call it that.
Correct. Check that out, Darth Vader fan 92.
Yeah, go to the Make section. There's this awesome 20-minute video by Alex and Bob that goes through setting up your computer with OUYA and also Unity as a demonstration on how to publish on the platform.
It's also, if you're not near your OUYA, we have it on Vimeo. Maybe we can link to the show notes. Find that URL for you and link it there.
Okay.
Matthew's asking about ads. So there's a couple ways you could go about ads right now, but they're
I think-
kind of third party, right?
I feel like he's asking about us doing ads, like us putting ads online and on TV.
Oh.
You can
So
correct
he's
me
not
if I'm
talking
wrong,
about,
Matthew.
He's not talking about like dev-operated pre-roll or anything like that.
Any YouTube ads or even TV ads coming for the OUYA. Yeah, I think he's talking about us externally having more advertising, which, yes, we do aim to and I would expect to see in the upcoming year.
And we also have done before. We have had TV ads and YouTube ads and all that good stuff before.
Yeah, yep.
Some of them I think might even be archived on our channel, but they've definitely been out there. We've also been tagged at the ends of certain channels. I think we've even had stuff like on Adult Swim and other stuff like that. So there's definitely been ads out there. Yeah, we plan to do more.
Sweet. Are you done grokking, Grauman? Are we grokking still?
I can't share my screen right now, but yeah.
Oh,
I see
okay.
it. Oh,
We're done grok.
So yeah, you mentioned the Alice thing. There's also something called Monster Debugger, which teaches you how to program while you're playing the game. So like, you have to change your speed and your jump height as you're playing to get through obstacles, and you're learning basic programming.
Phil Roy, developer of Super Pixalo, said that Harvard has some sweet programming courses that cover uses of Scratch.
Yeah, let me copy that link so I can put it in the show notes.
I'll leave it in there for you.
Got it.
Sweet.
Microwave's done.
You can hear that? Wow, the door's closed. The door is closed and it's really hot in here.
Tim Grotman has a finely tuned ear for the microwave. Dang.
I burned so much food, I need that.
Lobbying.
They do have timers.
I do have a timer. It's always in the other room, so.
Oh, I see.
Okay, cool. Well, then that's all the current questions right now. And we've fully grokked. I feel like I completely know how to use Scratch.
I feel like I grokked my face off.
If it would have worked perfectly, I would have had you we could do a story on the fly. You could do a whole
Face
story with
melting grok.
Grok out your
yeah.
Matt.
Don't stop talking.
I shouldn't read things Matt's writing on
But I
that.
intentionally write it on the board so as not to say it out loud,
Yeah.
and you read it anyway.
Oh my god, Kelly disappeared! Oh, she's back. Wow, the drama really unfolds on Dev Support Office Hours. New question. Is this strictly for game dev, or can I ask a question about the controllers that is not development related?
You can try and ask a question.
That's the first,
Yeah.
that's the first
Oh,
question.
go for it.
Yeah.
Sure. Typically, this is a dev-centric time, but we can hang out.
Yeah.
Oh, is that superfood? Or did you make your own? Sorry, I still have the camera on you.
I was just waiting for it to come flying out of her nose.
On this-
I'm rolling my own.
was that wheatgrass?
It is, this particular one is kale,
Yep.
apples,
Yep.
celery,
Yeah, put a banana in there.
no,
Oh, you're juicing. You're not blending.
lemon. Yeah, I'm juicing. I'm on a juice, so I'm so ready for the food tallying because I have been juicing.
Nice. I like blending. I'm a blending guy.
You have a nice blender too.
Possibly, I do. Part of the big pain with juicing for me is cleaning up the stuff afterwards.
Yes.
Yeah, it is a pain,
And they say,
especially
like,
when you're
right
making.
away, otherwise it's a pain.
What?
You just have to clean it right away, otherwise
Yeah.
that stuff doesn't come off.
Yeah.
They say you can like incorporate it into banana breads and things.
Interesting.
And I tried to make one, and it was really gross.
Wait, make what?
So you can like use if you make a carrot juice, you can use
Oh, the pulp.
carrot bread, but it's
Right.
carrot bread. It's not like good.
Yeah.
It's like dried out carrot bread.
I wish I were composting because I'd be like in the money right now, like generating so much compost.
See, you just juiced out the nutrients, like that pulp's supposed to be good for you, right?
That's what they say. Can I help you guys make an OUYA launcher translation to the Portuguese language? That's from Toce Leal.
I mean,
We.
you could just send us the translated strings. I don't know how it would work, but there's nothing stopping him.
Nothing stopping him
Yeah, you send it.
emailing us.
Office hours at ouya.tv.
What's this? Roy's absence and stuff. A race game, you can support that. I sent it from
Yep.
Amsterdam. Greenhouse.
Okay.
Yeah, we have a racing game on the OUYA. Couple, right? There's a motorbike one that just went
we
on
got actually quite a few. You can go. There's a whole racing genre.
Oh, is he talking
Retro
about
racing?
Greenhouse? I don't know. Roy's in Amsterdam. Roy, the man in Amsterdam. That's from Pulp Fiction.
Kind of.
Sort of. But not really.
I got where you're going.
Not really.
Oh, man. Matt's playing with his magnets. Did you guys play any games this weekend? This week?
I
You're
just
talking to me.
Didn't play this weekend.
I played a bunch of Neverending Nightmares.
Nice.
Oh, scary.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
jumped straight to me and I guess everyone else on New York because it went to the top of O rank. Yeah, it's I haven't checked the analytics on play sessions because I'm expecting people jumped in for 5 minutes and then jumped out after jumping out of the fans. Yeah, there was a few times I was playing this weekend where I was cursing Matt Gelgenbach for making me freak out and make my puppies jump off my lap. But yeah, well done. Some intense mood.
Is that what you call them?
Yes. Some intense mood moments there. Just the tone and I guess the atmosphere. It's just pretty insane. Best way to describe it, which is a compliment. Audio is fantastic. Just kind of nerve-wracking. I might be getting closer to one of the endings. Apparently, there's branching nightmare endings, but had to take a little bit of a break. But good times all around.
Cool.
What's Skiing Fred?
Josh is talking about Skiing Fred.
That's
I
a
don't
good
know if
game.
he made it or if he's just saying it's fun, because it is fun.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Not sure.
Yeah, that's funny.
Skiing Fred. Oh, that's the game that they played. Because we were talking about games.
I got you. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I didn't have time to play any games, unfortunately.
Didn't.
No.
I played one off OUYA that you guys should totally check out in the Bay Area because it's really good in public and like on public transportation.
Oh.
Called Soulfill. It's on the App Store, and it's an audio experience basically where it is instructing you to do various things, mainly looking at people, and there's some rules about like if they're already looking at you when you look at them, then you failed or that you've been exposed. Or like if you want to look at them, you need to look at them and engage them like for 5 seconds. So it's this funny, it almost feels like an ARG, but no one else knows that they're playing with you.
Weird.
Basically. So it's cool. Very different. I was playing it for Indiecade.
Soulfill.
Yeah. Soul, like, I will eat your soul.
Good example.
Fill, as in it will fill me up.
All one word.
Which happens to be the best thing I ate this week.
Your soul.
Cool. Little Wins, LLC. What did I play? What did you play, Matt?
I'll tell you what I didn't play.
What didn't you play?
What didn't you play?
I didn't play Elder Scrolls Online with Bob Mills this weekend.
Oh.
Why did that happen?
I don't know. What did something fall through on your end? Because
No.
I was there playing.
No, not
You
the
wasn't?
case.
No, I blew it.
I had a very non-video game weekend this weekend, actually.
Uh-huh.
Got out,
Went outside.
went outside for at least some part of
That's
the
the
weekend.
most real video game there is.
And
Outside.
watched some TV and movies. But I did get outside for some parts of it. I walked pretty much the entire length of Golden Gate Park this weekend.
Nice. Got some local knowledge at EXP.
Sure.
Really great graphics.
I think I found that one place in the park where that one video of the bird attacking people in Golden Gate Park
Oh, nice.
was.
Did you see a bird?
I didn't see the bird attacking people, but I'm pretty sure it was the proper place for it.
Cool.
So that bird has been ousted from its roost.
I've been playing WWE Supercard.
Oh, God.
And so has Jared.
We're all in
I
there.
did play. I
No,
have
you
quite,
would.
I have quite the roster.
Jared
Why,
doesn't even
Jared?
play that game as
Why?
much as he just dominates. Kills at that game.
Sort of just win.
Yeah. How many,
I've spent $0 in that game.
how many King of the Rings have you done?
2 or 3?
That's a big deal. So when you do a King of the Ring, you commit to like 48 to 50 hours of playing, and you have to check in every like 40 minutes.
Well, if your deck is good enough, you
You've
don't
got
have to.
3 of those.
Yeah.
That's
Did
crazy.
you get up in the middle of the night to change it?
No.
No, you didn't.
You set a strong team to last you the night.
You don't like check the baby, and then when you're checking the baby, you're like,
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh, I got my baby, and see how Sergeant Slaughter's doing, and then.
So you did get up in the middle of the night to play.
No, fortunately, our baby's a sound sleeper. Thank God.
Sure.
For now.
For now, until she starts playing WWE Supercard.
Tove Leal. Can I make a tutorial for the make section on how to make a simple game with Construct 2 for OUYA?
That would be great.
Yeah, that'd be rad. We may want to work with you in the final stages of it, but you should totally send us what you're thinking. Let's get started. Let's do it!
Yeah,
How would we go about that? Would we have a new category, or directly put it in the make section, of course?
I think if we work closely enough, we could just put it in there, or like maybe subcategories.
Eventually, probably like break it down by engine and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think do it like the way we do it internally is start by sending us the outline for what it, like how you imagine the video is going to go, and we can start from there.
Yeah. Yeah. Why did you change your background?
Why did you change my background? The question.
Why did you change my background?
Did we?
I don't know.
Are they talking about like the desk?
Like on console?
I don't think we did.
Yeah.
The background look.
I think it looks normal.
Roy,
Yeah,
you
Weird.
were,
It's not weird or anything.
should I?
No, we periodically have themes for the background, right?
Oh, that's a good idea.
Wallpapers and stuff. So what?
But we haven't changed it recently.
No, it's been this way since the end of July.
But yeah, Tim's right.
So what did we do in July? Right, we had fireworks and stuff.
Yeah, fireworks. No, and then we did like a summer one. We did like
We've done a couple holidays just for fun.
yeah. Why isn't the OUYA for sale in Amsterdam? Good question.
It isn't?
You probably get it.
I thought it was.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not, or it is?
I thought it was. I thought it was all Western Europe.
Maybe Roy isn't in Amsterdam. Maybe he's in Eastern Europe. Where are you, Roy?
We'll check. We'll check.
I'll
I'll hit up customer service right now.
Good old Josh Muncie is back. Will you guys be announcing OUYA 2 anytime soon, or will there even be one? That's a great question. We can't really answer that yet. But we will as soon as we can answer that.
I promise, we promise that we will be announcing it when it happens, and that announcement will not happen in response to a question during office hours. Like, it will definitely be something you know about when it happens.
Right. It's great to hear that people are excited about it still. Yeah, period, end of sentence. That's pretty cool, I think.
Yes, it is awesome. We love it.
Roy says, should I send my Italian friend?
Sure.
I think you should. Send him or her over this way. We can hang out. We could start an internship program. I think they mean send an OUYA to them. Right, Matt? I think you can get OUYA there then, also.
Yeah.
And we're localized in Italian. Matt's saying something to me, but I can't tell what he's saying. Roy is... I can't tell what Roy's saying. Roy's saying, yes, I am. Said, why is my red car disappeared?
I actually figured out what that means. So if you have a Roy, like he's got an avatar of a red car. Maybe he just can't see it locally. Or Bob stole it.
On what? On this?
I see a fingerprint-looking thing.
Yeah.
Hover is name, and then you can see his red car.
Oh, we didn't touch the red car, man. I wouldn't touch your wheels. That would be rude of me.
Oh yeah, I don't know why that. Okay.
Oh, Tove Leal is helping him. You need to import, I guess. I didn't know that.
From UK or Germany.
Roy says
Spain. They're also for sale in Spain.
I got information direct from the source that you can buy an OUYA in Amsterdam.
Where do you go?
Go to ouya.tv and you can order it online.
There you go.
The breakthrough information.
Yeah, I thought you meant you could go to a store in Amsterdam, a cafe.
There are stores in Western Europe. There are stores in Western Europe. I don't have the information regarding Amsterdam, but you can definitely order one online directly from our site.
Roy says, "Come to Amsterdam. I'm on my way. I'll come hang out." Lots of questions coming all of a sudden.
Yeah, specifically, like what OUYA can they get on OUYA TV? Is it the refurbished unit? Like, which ones are available there?
You can get the refurb unit, or you can get the regular unit. The refurb one. Oh, you're saying to ship. You can't get the refurb to Europe. Good question.
No.
Although if you are a developer and you want a refurb unit, hit us up at office hours at ouya.tv and we can probably find a way to make that happen.
Roy, there's a ton of games. If you go to ouya.tv/games, you can see all the different games and apps on there, and you could probably you'll see this kind of stuff you're looking for, little apps and streaming and games and all of that. Check it out.
Yep.
How many are on OUYA TV games?
I think we're just shy of 950 right now.
Okay. Are you open to suggestions? I mean, sure. We're looking at everything, Josh. So we know that. Oh, you want to suggest something other than Taylor K1? You can. We're always listening to things. Why is the black mat only available via Amazon and not on the OUYA store? The camera's on Jared, so I'll let Jared answer that one, because I don't know.
Sure. So, look at I'm unmuted. Actually, you can buy it in several places, not just Amazon. You can also buy it at Targets and other storefronts. So we want to get that out to our various partners out in the consumer chain, and I wouldn't be surprised if you see the black mat on our site soon.
Cool. Oh, sweet. Luis says, "Great job, guys." Thanks, Luis.
Yay! Thank you.
That's awesome. And then Sean. I haven't gotten Sean. I've noticed some wear on the OUYA buttons. Oh, so Sean was asking about controllers. So plan on stemming in the future. There's a few different ways you can do buttons on controllers. You can like print right on them.
Yeah.
You could like do like a poured mold with the letters like inside.
Yeah.
And then, or you could like engrave them. We're looking at all that.
Yeah.
Bob, you actually took a bunch of trips to the factory, like when the first controllers were getting made, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I used to know the words for the different types of buttons. They're cool words.
Oh, like the different ones you just mentioned?
Yeah, like there's the way the Xbox One is, like they put it like a little 3D letter in and then like pour plastic molding into it. You're not rubbing that off. Try it.
Do they call that a cast?
I don't remember. Lars knew. But it had to do with like layers. So there's like 2-layer and 3-layer. And I don't remember if cast was the word.
And then I've swapped in different buttons. Like you go to Amazon and you can get like 360 controller buttons that snap right into the OUYA controller.
What about face buttons?
Yeah, all of them. I just didn't get that kind yet.
You can get face buttons?
Yeah.
No way.
They even have like silver bullets. They have like all kinds of themes. So
What?
they have, like a gun controller stick and
What?
like a revolver for your D-pad.
Dude. Let me know when you're ordering those next, or get on the next shipment.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll link for Sam. Was it Sam? Crap, I deleted it. Forget. How do playlists work? Well, playlists are curated by guest or friend or whatever developer curators. Right now, what are we? Are we still in Shmup-timber? Shmup-tacular
Jared knows.
Shmup-timber.
I know too.
Jared? You're muted, Jared.
You're still
Yep,
muted.
September.
Totally
And then Double
muted.
Stallion is also has a playlist.
Ah. Yeah, so that's a guest developer,
Yeah.
and then like a theme.
And then the other ones are automatic, like new releases and trending are all just pulled from stats on the server.
Yeah, that is correct. So Double Stallion is up as the guest dev right now. New School, who brought Monster RPG and Crystal Picnic, will also be having a guest dev blog and playlist soon.
Sweet. Matthew Martino says that you deserve a raise for what we put you through. Jared.
What about Matt? We put Matt on the
Well,
spot.
That's very sweet. I'll take a sandwich though.
Real quick, I gotta run, guys.
Okay.
Kelly's getting a sandwich. She's off the juice cleanse.
You're getting a sandwich.
Bye, Kelly.
Timothy's also asking about OUYA. There's people that got the fever for the OUYA ad.
Yeah.
Matt's working on it. Maybe we'll link the 38-second battery swap. Oh, Matt?
No.
Google OUYA's 38-second battery swap and tell me if you think we should use that. We can
Are
go.
you referring to the old online ad that we used to use?
No,
The
it's
machinima stuff?
no, Google. It's the OUYA 38-second battery swap. Oh, I forgot about the machinima.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I thought because I was thinking of the actual company battery that did that ad. No, yeah, it's the one with Matt and the Axe. Yep.
Yeah, sweet one. Oh, are you getting it, Tim? Should I share screen?
Getting what?
The OUYA 38-second battery swap.
I haven't seen that.
You gotta
I
Google
did
it.
see the fan one, but
Will you share screen? Here, I'll send you the link.
oh, I can do that.
Are you showing that?
Because
No reason.
entertainment value.
Look how cool this is, Matt. You
I'll
haven't
tell you
done the
what,
first.
I will link that ad in the show notes. So everybody, when you finish watching this, you can go back to the show notes. I have like time indexes for if you missed anything.
How do they? Yeah, okay. And those are we put those in the description, and you host them from GitHub, right?
Yep. Otherwise, you can watch me watching you watch a video.
Luckily for this video doesn't have critical sound, so you don't need this critical sound.
All right, I'll give it a
Putting it
shot.
on? You putting it on, Tim? Are you putting it on?
Yes. Hang
Here
on.
it comes.
Hang on.
That logo. Tim should be a graphic designer.
I was in a previous life.
Look at it. Oh, here we go. Here he is. There's Matt.
This is gonna be so laggy and not even worth watching.
It's so laggy. Here's Matt. Oh. Boom! What's he doing? What are you doing there?
I don't even remember anymore. That was so long ago.
Look at you, Matt. You look so young. Where's the time gone? Pulled the batteries out. How many takes did we do of this, Matt?
It's a lot.
We did a lot.
Oh,
Once they reattached his finger, it only took, I think, a couple more.
no, you can see my totally not ballsy axe chop there, so that I did not lose any fingers. I was not exactly comfortable with the hardware I was using.
Okay, let's get
Is that
back.
the same axe behind you?
Yeah, that is that axe. Okay, so actual dev questions coming in. Tim, you get to answer this one. Why do developers need to put their trailers through Vimeo and not YouTube?
Yeah, that's more of a Jared question, I think. That's just the way the API works right now.
That's the way the API works. So
Yeah, it's the way it's set up right now, and obviously Vimeo is on the platform. It doesn't mean that's going to be the only way in the future. So stay tuned for new options becoming available for your trailers down the line. We've definitely heard the feedback, and we hope to make more options available soon.
Vimeo is awesome
Yeah.
hosting all that stuff for us.
Mhm.
Because they typically don't like hosting video game stuff, but they're like, we're cool, you're cool, we're cool, and they help us out. 'Cause they're all
So what you're saying is we made video game trailers possible on Vimeo.
yeah.
Where it
That is
wasn't
correct.
before. They would delist that stuff.
It's not why do I have to, it's how am I able to. That's
It's like,
amazing.
how can I keep doing this? Because it's awesome.
Another fun thing too is you can actually have more than one trailer hooked up to your game.
What?
So for example, IO just recently released the Impossible levels free DLC. So you can watch the original trailer and then just scroll right, and then you can watch the DLC trailer all on the same game page.
Roy really wants me to go to Amsterdam. So I'm gonna just go.
Okay.
I'll be back, guys.
All right.
Like a month or so. Just kidding. But I do want to go.
I thought you were actually going.
Yeah. I would have grabbed my backpack.
So we could be on the same flight.
Oh, you're going to Amsterdam?
No.
Oh.
But probably to like Dallas to connect.
I would never connect through Dallas.
Dallas is the exact opposite of Amsterdam.
Well, no, you're just connecting through there.
Yes.
Because Chicago is closed now because of all this fire stuff that happened.
Hardcore, man.
Hardcore?
Hardcore,
Assassin's
hardcore.
Creed cats.
Okay. A lot of chatter. Oh, if there's any other questions, we can play the food game. Matt, you're up.
I had shrimp stir fry and sandwiches.
Do you want to throw some adjectives in there before Jared just wins by adjectives?
No.
Okay. Slex.
I had. I guess the best thing I had was some barbecue chicken pizza from Round Table.
Okay.
It was pretty good.
Mr. Tim Groutman.
All right, I rocked it old school with SpaghettiOs.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Golly. Oh,
That
wow.
actually used to be one of my favorite meals as a kid in elementary school. My parents would put a bunch of SpaghettiOs in a thermos in the morning, and I'd open it up at lunchtime, and it was still piping hot.
Still
Except
piping
that for
hot.
Jared, it wasn't really SpaghettiOs. It was more of like a enriched macaroni something with a tomato reduction,
Yeah.
Some sort of
balsamic something in kraut.
I believe there was a venison ragu.
Yeah.
There we go.
Fresh basil on
Totally
the
called the
top.
ragu, guys.
You get the basil in like a separate bag and you stir it in right before you're about to eat it.
Mm-hmm.
Jared Yeager.
Jared ate spaghetti.
Actually, to tell the truth, Matt, my dad went on so many business trips when I was a kid. I would actually get honey roasted peanuts from United would be in my lunch bag with my sandwich as well. So
That's awesome.
it's a little bit of airline gourmet.
That's
in
right.
that. Actually, I think the best thing I ate this week technically would make Kelly a winner as well because it was over. Her son had first birthday, and at their little barbecue, her husband made in a slow cooker this pulled shredded barbecue chicken,
What?
which then you could scoop into these little buns.
What?
And then he had homemade coleslaw and then pickles that you put on it to basically make these pulled chicken sliders. You could also put in this kind of like barbecue beef salami if you wanted to as well, but I like sticking with just the chicken. And that paired with this birthday cake, which was a strawberry lemonade cake, was really good. So that was probably the best thing I had. I think I had like 4 of those sliders.
I went to a Korean like quick noodle place that I didn't even know existed. That's right by my house. It was amazing. Amazing.
Is that like a massage parlor?
No, it was a noodle place.
Oh.
Oh my god. So Jared wins.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kelly wins. Can Python export to OUYA?
Yes, you can run Python scripts. It's got to be part of like a game engine or something, but I don't see why not.
Okay.
And then somebody was saying, can we publish from scratch to OUYA? And
Right, which is what
I didn't show that part, but basically you can take that share URL, wrap it in a web view, and as long as you have Flash side loaded, then it loads just fine.
So, not really, but hackily.
You can't publish. If the word is published, then no.
Well, I've got some example apps that wrap it. I'll put together something that you can do it in the future.
That'd be radical.
Yeah.
What network bandwidth would Tim recommend for an online OUYA game?
Well, network speed. I think you'd want to copy whatever they did with Neon Shadow, right? Because that game runs super quick and it's fast. So, better than a modem. But I mean, is he like saying, you want like better than 3 kilobits per second down?
Okay, cool.
I'm sure Matt was going to say something there. Matt, what's the best? What network speed would you recommend for like a network game? Like,
is the question like,
what sort of
should
internet?
you optimize your network game to be in order to play properly on an OUYA, or is the question like, I don't know, it's a little
I think
bit,
it's that one.
It's a little bit.
I think it's that one.
Yeah. It really depends. As low as possible, right? Only send what you need.
Send what you need to say.
Only try and make it as like not sensitive to packets not making it as possible. So like the more like you can kind of not get your packets in order or not at all, and like still have your game work, the better. It's networking is a very big question.
Right.
So and the amount of data that you send over, like if I were to tell you oh well, if you're looking at 56 kilobits per second, like that's fine. Like the latency kind of matters too, and it depends on like what kind of game you're doing as well. I think you can push depending on your wireless connection. Like I've seen OUYA's kind of rocking it 20 megabits, no major issues with controllers going
on Ethernet
on Wi-Fi if you're in good Wi-Fi conditions, but not obviously everybody's going to have. Obviously, not everybody's going to have that kind of connection at home, so I wouldn't rely on like a 20 megabit stream on your OUYA.
Right.
Yeah.
That's good. Those are all good things, good starter tips.
It doesn't answer anything.
Last question, and then we unfortunately have to go, but you can join us next week at 11:30 to ask more questions. The last question is from Neil Cross. Hi team, quick question for Tim. How's the HTML5 exporter that he's been working on with Part 12 Studios going? Close to a web porter converter at all? Portal converter?
I've been thinking about a different way to make that easier for people. So I've been thinking about a process where you can just download a thing, put your website in it, and then publish with that without needing to deal with like the 80 gigabyte virtual machine or how to compile C++ and Java and that kind of stuff. So the easier I can make it for you guys, the better. So hopefully there'll be some easy steps where you just like grab the thing, set your package name, drop in your website as a zip file, and then run a set of commands, and then it's ready to publish. That's the goal.
Okay.
So I also want to give a shout out to Neil. He made that sweet fan ad that went up on Twitter. Part of Rotary Gaming. He'll be bringing more games to the console soon, so thank you very much for that lovely tribute video.
That's cool. Can we link that in our show notes?
Yep.
Sweet. Thanks, Neil. That's cool. Well, then that's a great, positive, fun, happy, awesome way to end this week's OUYA Dev Support Office Hours, which is great because usually we end on such a sad, sorrowful note.
So I'll skip my note then.
What's your note?
It's my last time.
Nah, it's fine. All right, so until next time, for everyone in the office, it's Matt, it's Alex, it's me. Over here, Mr. Tim Groutman.
Yeah.
Illustrious, the wonderful Timmy the King Groutman would be his wrestling name.
Ooh.
Saving the puppies, as always, is Mr. Jared Yeager from Bunker somewhere in the Culver City area. Oh, nice. Flawless. For all of us, all the engineers here, we guys appreciate you coming on and asking questions because, developers.
Keeping us honest, yo.
Developers.
And game players. Gamers.
gamers. We are also looking into more gamer-centric announcements and things. We should probably note that because last week gamers were on saying, where's our gamer version of this? So we're looking into some way we can communicate new features and stuff.
Yeah, and expanding out more information for the newsletters for consumers and developers alike. We want everyone to be on the same page as much as possible, which is also why we are introducing, as mentioned at the beginning of the video, more of the user-created content stuff, which we'll be bringing out there soon. Plenty of cool stuff on the way. We'll be sharing more tidbits in the weeks to come. October is going to be a very busy, productive month, so looking forward to sharing more very soon.
Roy says we're invited to his birthday in Amsterdam. So
What are we doing here?
I probably need to go to that. Oh my gosh.
Well, what are you gonna get him? We gotta bring something now.
Ah, that's true. Oh, mini American flags.
Boo.
All right, so this is awesome. Thanks for hanging out with us this week and every week, and we'll see you all hopefully next week with tons more questions and equally more answers. Because this is Dev Support Office Hours. Right, Matt?
Right.
All right, bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
End broadcast.